What's going on with you guys? My name is Kenneth, aka One Week, and today let's talk about the rematch between Iaquinta versus Kevin Lee. I don't want to bring statistics between these two great fighters, but I'm going to mention the improvements based on their recent performances and past wins and also losses. First one, Kevin Lee. He fought for the interim UFC lightweight title, but he was defeated by the one and only, the weird man, the boogeyman also, Tony Ferguson. And yes, he was defeated by second. He was defeated during the second round, and it's still a great fight for Kevin Lee. I believe he rocked Tony Ferguson during that fight, and I believe he made Tony Ferguson to show his fighting spirit, because Kevin Lee's pressure is just too much for during the first round. And this is what I like Kevin Lee, because he he's going to bring it every time. Every fight you can see during the first round that he is super deadly. One big punch can change the game. Because Kevin Lee's power is just too much to. For me, Kevin Lee is true welterweight, not lightweight, and that's the reason why he's so strong in the lightweight division, because of the cutting weight, and he's much more heavier during the fight day. And for Iaquinta, I am not impressed by Iaquinta but that much. Why you boo me? He's the guy. But in his recent performances, and he was defeated by the current champion Khabib Nurmagomedov, and he's the only one right now in the top lightweights that can go to distance versus Khabib Nurmagomedov. So, so Khabib, he defeated Conor McGregor, devastating submission. But if you can see the fight between Iaquinta versus Khabib Nurmagomedov, you can see how tough and how skillful Iaquinta is compared to other UFC lightweight contenders. Because in lightweight, if you just heard Khabib versus somebody, you know that somebody's just getting smashed. But in that case, versus Iaquinta, he didn't. For me, I think he did not smash Iaquinta. Even his wrestling, I like. For me, the best performance of Iaquinta was his loss versus Khabib. So because that's the fight you can see the true potential of Iaquinta versus in that fight versus Khabib. And it's amazing how he defended Khabib's punch as well. Khabib fought him toe to toe. In the ground game, yeah, he was mauled by Khabib, but not really compared to other fights of Khabib. It wasn't so deadly, and it was pretty shocking for me. And for me, that's just the performance of the year, knowing that Khabib isn't that deadly, because Iaquinta just managed to go with Khabib until the fifth round. And wow, improvements for Iaquinta. His boxing, yes, I can see him as a boxing base in MMA. He doesn't. He's not good with leg kicks, with body kicks, but his punches are there smooth. I believe he is a partner of Chris Weidman, Ray Longo. Yes, Ray Longo boxing and Matsera Jiu Jitsu, and yes, a great fighter. But versus Kevin Lee, okay, I'm just going to open first their first fight. The first fight was kind of interesting, because the first minutes of the fight, he was just catching Kevin Lee, because Kevin Lee back then, he doesn't have even good boxing. He's just known for his crazy power, but he doesn't literally know how to use it well. But in that fight, Iaquinta exposed Kevin Lee in his boxing because even as of today, 2018, I don't see Kevin Lee having that great defense or even a good defense. His head is just standing still, and that's the reason why he catches punches like most of the time. Every time, even a jab, he can't even parry a jab. He's not that great of a defensive fighter, and for me, that's a big keyhole during the first fight, and for me also in the second fight. But I don't know. I believe Kevin Lee uh, can bring better defense in this fight because yes, after this fight, he can and he may be the next contender for the lightweight title. But for now, Iaquinta, uh, Al is dangerous. Yes, he is dangerous. He doesn't look dangerous, but his punches are flowing smoothly in his technique. But in the first fight, the rest based on the ground game, Kevin Lee is just phenomenal. He catches Iaquinta with some rear naked choke, and Al was almost being choked by that rear naked, and it's for me in this fight, Kevin Lee's biggest chance is in the ground game, not in the stand up game, because stand up he does have great power, but Al's defense in stand up is far more better compared to Kevin Lee's accuracy and power, and maybe he can catch Iaquinta with some big punches, but knocking Al out, it's not gonna happen, bro. I'm sorry, but Iaquinta, based on ground game, yes, it's going to be 5 rounds, and I don't think it's going to be 5 rounds. Yes, maybe because they are both tough guys, and in my decision, I'm going to predict Iaquinta to get the win, maybe via submission during the 4th or 5th round, or decision, because the gas tank of Kevin Lee isn't going to be going to last very very long. Look at his fight with Tony Ferguson. Second round, it was all gassed out, easy to counter, easy to hit, and he should pace himself. But in the Edson Barbosa fight, he improves well. But in this tough caliber match up like Iaquinta, I can see Iaquinta fight again for the title, because I just can't imagine how he went to a decision versus Khabib, and that's the reason why I pick him, because I can see his skills going to be a top contender again. So that's my prediction, guys. What do you think? Will Kevin Lee KO? Because for me, that's the only thing Kevin Lee can hope to win, because through a decision, I don't think so, because Iaquinta punches, Iaquinta's output is much more far more greater compared to Kevin Lee, because Kevin Lee is known for his ground and pound and stand up KO power. But I can see Iaquinta defending some takedowns and forcing Kevin Lee to have a stand-up fight, and that's it, guys. But maybe I'm wrong, because most of my predictions lately are wrong, but most of my first predictions are correct. Yes, they are correct. But for now, yeah, I'm going to pick Iaquinta. So that's it, guys. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. So 1 week out, peace. Also, I would like to mention, yeah, I almost forgot. Subscribe to Purify, because yeah, he needs our help. So he needs our help. Yeah, let's beat T-Series and let memes be the kings of YouTube forever, and maybe the internet. So thank you guys for watching, and see you soon. Peace.